We're in Socorro and we're going to head west. Someone's put an M on top of that hill.
This is a little bit of Socorro, New Mexico. It's quite a small town and it has a mountain in the distance.
He is very brave. There's not a lot here. This is a wildlife park. I think wildlife park means we don't know what else to call this vast empty area. It's so quiet that I can hear that car in the distance. I don't think anything's alive here. I can't hear anything here. Apart from Jess.
I can hear the Dodge making very small noises I never knew it made. So
this track is very, very remote. There aren't that many cars. We're heading towards the very large array, which is about 20 miles outside of Socorro.
a very large array is one of the biggest arrays in the world. This is a good place for it because there's nothing here to cause light pollution.
We're 7,000 feet above sea level. This is a giant field dotted with dishes.
We are at the array and you can see it goes for miles and miles this way and miles the other way.
It's just so desolate. There are just no cars going that way or that way.
What are you doing, Chris?
I'm trespassing, look. I'm going like this. Actually, if I stick my foot just under, that's slightly trespassing here. It's so quiet here. I think I can get an echo. I'm going to shout. Ah!
You did?
That was me going, ah! If you look in the distance, you'll notice that the dishes are actually moving. We're going to carry on. It's getting colder. We're at 7,000 feet.
For the first time since we've been travelling, we've been able to turn the air conditioner off because it's actually cool enough.
This feels like driving through the subalpine region of Italy, which I did about 10 years ago. According to the internet, this is a semi-arid steppe climate. It's just amazing. It's really quite breathtaking. The air smells so clean. There's very little pollution, I think, compared to a city, and it's quiet as well. It's better than my noise-cancelling headphones. We have just passed the continental divide. Apparently it means that water on the west side will ultimately end up in the Pacific, and water on the east side will ultimately end up in the Atlantic. We're now in the west. We're also in Pie Town. Pie Town. And that's Pie Town. We're back in the proper west now. Okay, so this is Pie Town, and they have these windmill things, a Confederate flag, and a stop sign that says, "War."
What did you think of New Mexico?
I like New Mexico. It's vast and dry and impressive. I am amazed at how they've managed to plant cities like Albuquerque in this environment. This environment is not particularly suitable for human habitation. What they've done is incredible. I like the people we met, and they were very nice. The skies look enormous and they have wonderful sunsets, 300 days of sunshine a year. I think this is really good. I don't know anything about the job market here, but the look of this is quite impressive. I like this. They seem to have developed a style of art based on their rather exotic looking flag. It was incorporated into the buildings. The buildings also look different. There was a different colour scheme. Rather than trying to fight nature by making everything look like everywhere else, they've gone with the colour scheme of the landscape. And the places were very well kept as well. I like the look of the cities here. There's a state line.
Yes.
Yes.
Someone has rudely defaced the sign with stickers, so Chris is fixing it.
Yeah.
It's a public service to the state of Arizona.
We are in
Arizona!
In the background I can see red rocks. Another sign. We've gained another hour. The reason why is that even though Arizona is in the same time zone as New Mexico, it, rather sensibly in my opinion, doesn't do that thing of moving time an hour forward in the summer. This is the same time for now in the summer as California. It's only 10:28. I wanted lunch and now lunch has been put back an hour. We're going to look in the visitor centre. They're shut. This is a sculpture here. It's called Rambo. Something we've both noticed is that the southwest, even in September, is brighter, sunnier and clearer than the northeast was in July. So the trees have suddenly gone. Now just in this plain with bumpy hills.
We are entering Sholo. This is the first city of any size since Albuquerque.
Should have turned left at Albuquerque.
It's got a few hotels and a lot of things about cars.
The trees are back.
And now things look like this.
This is a little canyon. The earth is red. We've gone down 1,000 feet in the past 5 minutes.
This whole area has been an Indian reservation. Something surprising here is that they have silkworms in the trees too, which is a thing that they had in North Carolina and we haven't seen for a long time.
It's not the Grand Canyon, but there is a canyon here. That roof is taller than me.
This is Globe, Arizona, the first city we've seen in a long time.
This is very, very hard driving. We've done over 100 miles of driving in the mountains. All the land to the east of Phoenix is very, very difficult to navigate. This is completely different to New Mexico.
We're finally in the desert. It's 99 degrees and it came up abruptly when we got out, and this looks pretty good.
The trees are dying off.
And more than that, there's real cactuses, the big kind.
It's 102, that's our hottest temperature.
We are just outside of Mesa, Arizona.
It's only 3:17. This is the second 25-hour day that we've had in the past 3 days. Changing 2 time zones. I don't do very well with time zones, but I'm very tired. Though it's very nice and sunny here, so hopefully we will enjoy Phoenix.